So one day, I was grinding in the mines of RuneScape, and then I had an idea. Is Wildy Slayer worth it? So I decided to tackle this problem and record my progress while going through Wildy Slayer, answer the question that I had and many of you may have as well, of whether Wildy Slayer was worth it. Searching up a rough block list, I found some creatures that you should avoid. Spiritual creatures, their task takes too long, you don't want to have magic axes because they're just in a hut, and it's only in singles, it's genuinely a bad task. And there are several others as well. But you can make quite a lot of profit doing Wildy Slayer. Within the Wildy Slayer caves, there is a drop table of resources which will keep you supplied during your own Slayer task, making tasks last a lot longer and drop a lot more loot, being a lot more valuable. And also you have the chance to get Trover parchments. These Trover parchments alone are a drop of about 1 mil, and now they've actually went up with the new release of Bounty Hunter, which is led for increased profitability whenever doing Wildy Slayer. Overall, the task was extremely chill. Basically everywhere you just set up a cannon, as most of your tasks are going to be in multi. This is also bad because you will get jumped on by clans. There's a few clips within this video where I completely got teleblocked and had entire clans jumping on top of me. So I would like to preface this with Wildy Slayer is obviously in the Wildy, even though I had a very good experience whenever I was doing Wildy Slayer. It's still risky. Don't take anything into the wilderness that you're not willing to lose. Make sure you turn the PK skull prevention on, because there are people who are trying to skull trick you out here. I didn't have it happen personally, but I've seen it happen before. I wouldn't want you to lose anything. Additionally, always check your gear, find out what your risk is, but overall it was really, really high XP rates within doing Wildy Slayer. I got Dust Devils twice, which is one of my favorite tasks. In the Wilder, I was getting about 60k experience. Overall, the tasks are a lot quicker than normal because you're setting up cannons absolutely everywhere, and most of your tasks are in multi. I got about 13 Larens keys during these tasks. However, I did lose one to PKers. The PKers showed up the moment I got the Larens key, and I ended up getting teleblocked because of that. So I ended up getting teleblocked and losing the key because of it. Really unfortunate, but them things just happen. I did Slayer just on a day off where I kind of just did Slayer, did other things, so I wasn't playing highly efficiently. I ended up getting about 117,000 experience in a day doing just miscellaneous tasks, not really stressing about efficiency too much. I do know in my Dust Devil task, I ended up getting about 60k experience an hour with the cannon and everything set up, which was really nice. But your XP will vary greatly between some of the tasks because they're like the Black Dragons. The Black Dragons took a while. But this is also counting in my time when I was banking, whenever I was getting chased off by PKers, whenever I went to do my herb runs as well. So this is kind of all-encompassing of my day. I ended up making about 17,000 experience an hour, but that was with me not completely focused on Slayer. I was doing Slayer, but I wasn't trying to be the most efficient in the world. I ended up making about 4 million total throughout the day. I ended up losing about 500k in supplies due to PKs. I got PK'd 2 times throughout the day for runes when I was at Dust Devils. That seems to be one of the places that the PKers are hopping the most, because that's just such a quick task that everyone goes and does. I used about 1 mil in supplies, so I ended up making only about 3 mil-ish. Maybe a little bit more throughout the day, but to me that was heavily worth it. This was partially also thanks to Trover parchments. I did get a set of Trover parchments throughout the day. But this is also not including the cost of the Larens keys. Larens keys would probably take my profit up to about 4 mil. But, so, would I recommend Wildy Slayer? Yes, honestly. I really enjoyed doing Wildy Slayer. It's slightly more fast-paced than the normal Slayer grind. However, it is quite a lot more risky because it's the wilderness. Even though the wilderness is pretty dead, and for the most part, you don't for like an hour at a time, it's still the wilderness. You can be pk'd. Do not take anything in there that you're not willing to lose. Thank you.